Hello, beautiful souls. It is story time. So I'm guided to read out of The Way of the Grace-Filled Heart. I've been creating some content this morning and early afternoon, 11 seconds on the timer. Fractals upon fractals. Fractals, mind, heart, will. Fractals upon fractals. Points on a fractal tree, the spaces between. The space between everything is not empty. Well, we may not have determined exactly what it is made of. We know it is a conduit. Imagine the web of consciousness as a geometric fractal pattern that never ends, yet rooted in the originating point, which is source. We are an extension of this original root, and we can trace our way back to it through the fractal lattice work. We are one emanation of one source. Every living creature is a fractal of its emanation. We are connected forever to it and to all others through this fractal network of energy. The power of one finds our hearts through this great branching mechanism. All of our belief systems, traditions, lifestyles, societal structures are like a great branching tree, a fractal network. Each new layer of understanding creates an expansion of self, a greater comprehension of the whole. Each understanding is an added layer that opens up our view to cosmic proportion. It provides a sense of the greater creation humming all around us. We are one of this ever-growing fractal tree of cosmic souls. Our body is our soul. Our soul is our body. Our cells are the responses to our soul. They are the end result of our manifestation creations. They are perfect because we have created them. In whatever it shapes, our body is a manifestation of the image we have projected and commanded to take form. When we look in a mirror and declare from our heart that our image is lumpy, the cells organize themselves to be lumpy. The body is an animation of our mind's projection. It can be reanimated or deanimated. As the soul manifests its experiences on a macro level, the body and the cells respond on a micro level. The body and cells respond on a micro level. To master the process of manifestation is to master the macro and the micro on all levels from spirit to material. Fractals upon fractals, growing multidimensionally in all directions simultaneously. We can stick our hand into the ripple of water and the ripple shifts in directions or sizes, but it does not stop rippling until its natural energy has been expended. There are powerful currents running through every molecule of Earth. We are both a contributor to and the end result of these. The multiple crossing points of our creations intersect and overlap, compounding in a massive rhythmic wave. We contribute individually and collectively, both here and through all dimensions, as these waves dance around and interact with the growth of other fractal networks. We are indivisible from the whole. The connection to the light of our source gives us unlimited power to create what we want to experience here, and to avoid creating what we do not want to experience. We are taught from a young age how to exercise the tools in our mind. We seek with our mind, and we begin to seek at the moment of our first breath. We find what we seek through expressions of the heart. This process never ceases. At a certain point, we seek outside of ourselves for answers in the collective. The extent to which we seek is a result of our personal capacity for flexibility. When we are taught to think on only one track to the exclusion of others, a line has been crossed. This is interference in the natural flow of creative movement. By creating a person's reality for them through imposition, we are ultimately creating harm to them and harm to every other dimension of the fractal growth linked to them and to us. The connection to light of our source, the connection to the light of our source gives us unlimited power to create what we want to experience here and to avoid creating what we do not want to experience. The only end to this seeking is when our mind says enough. At this point, fractal growth stops. The flow of creation is dammed up, like stopping the flow of an immense river. Creation is a continuous movement. If we pause and focus on one fractal branch alone, the movement of creative growth follows in that direction. As it manifests, it will create its own fractals and its own entanglements and fractals growths. We do not need to understand what those will be. In other words, we do not always need to know the outcomes. We only need to believe our part is creating something that is both essential and intentional. All right. Thank you for joining me for story time. Again, that's Fractals Upon Fractals, one of the chapters in this beautiful book. And I don't usually read books, but also I wanted to read out of this because this is the last day. We'll see what the February 28th has in this beautiful book that I've had forever. And this isn't like chapter by chapter, it goes by dates. All right. So for February 28th, it says the stones at Chimayo, Chimayo, Chimayo. I'd rather learn from one bird how to sing than to teach 10,000 stars how not to dance. E. Cummings. On the way to Chimayo, a woman saw two Spanish farmers repositioning stones in a riverbed to redirect the flow. She felt compelled to help. She had the feeling that this had been done for centuries. Their mothers and their fathers and their grandmothers and their grandfathers, each in their own time and own way, picking up the same stone pushed about by storm or drought, or putting them back so the water can continue. It seems this is the never-ending work of relationship, each of us in our own time and way, moving stones between us, repositioning the heavy things that get in the way so the life of feeling can continue. The weather of simply living jams things up, and we can, like every generation before us, must roll up our pants in our sleeves and step into the water and unclog the flow. Of course, we need to ask, what are the stones pushed about between us? What are the heavy things that keep getting in the way? No doubt they are infinite and particular, but often they are made of habits. But often they are made of habits of not seeing, not hearing, not feeling, not being present, not risking the truth, not risking the heart's need to live out in the open. I'm going to read that again. No doubt they are infinite and particular, but often they are made of habits. These habits are of not seeing, not hearing, not feeling, not being present, not risking the truth, not risking the heart's need to live out in the open. That we close off, we jam up, we spill over, and we dry up, are all part of being human in the gravity of time. That we feel compelled to stop and to help even strangers move the heavy thing out of the way. It is an impulse known as love. So then after that, there's a few action steps if you choose. It says identify something heavy within you that seems to be in the way. Does it have to do with a habit or not? If so, try to name what it is you are not allowing to flow freely within you. If you're not seeing, breathe slowly and begin to vow to see. If you're not listening, breathe slowly and begin the vow to listen, the choice to see and the choice to listen. Be honest in assessing how heavy this stone in you is. If you need help moving it, whom will you ask and when? So that is story time today. I have so much gratitude for you, beautiful souls, showing up, hanging out, being present, sharing, co-creating, and my hair is all wackadoo, but I don't care because it's real, raw, and it's authentic here. And until the next time, I will see you soon. I love you. Bye.